And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Griggsville-Perry High School and the Nick. Brian Shoemaker alongside myself, Jack Hull, and John Hull here for, I guess, is this the home opener for this squad? I believe it is.
Home opener for Griggsville-Perry tonight.
Griggsville-Perry coming off a 3 overtime win over a really good Brown County team. You have reached the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, and Liberty, Illinois. Hannibal, Missouri, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service, dedicated loan officers will help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit, or Brian Shoemaker giving me a loan, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. It's Griggsville-Perry hosting Carrollton. It ought to be a good one. We're back with more after these.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
Gobble, gobble. I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
Believe it or not, we're now less than 3 weeks away from Christmas Day. But if you still got gifts to buy from somebody, your local Farm Home Supply can help. Even though I talk fast in these commercials, even I can't cover all the deals that are in here. So if you look on the right side of your screen, some of the best deals are scrolling on. But you can always check them out at farmhomesupply.com. Hey, and get you in the holiday mood, here's some holiday music.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
We welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Berry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. Check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We are live at the Nick tonight on a Thursday night, a chilly evening here in Western Illinois, as the Carrollton Hawks pay visit to the Nick to play the host Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes in a WIVC contest. And Jack, two teams kind of in a little similar spot here, really trying to reform some identity, especially the Tornadoes after losing a real big chunk of seniors last season, including some big talents in the Lipkeman twins and Michael Myers.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was talking to Jeff Abel, the superintendent here, who also has a second job helping coach over at Route. And he said, you know, people say things like that. They don't realize that when those kids graduate, those other kids have been practicing against them, and they've been waiting for their turn. And I think these kids from Griggsville have responded very well for their turn so far.
Some nice kids, especially some senior leadership in Flint Kirk, Logan Finsick, along with Garrett Woodward up in the front. Braden Lister will likely see some minutes as well for part of that senior leadership, but a little bit of the youth movement that's coming in here, Jack, in this Griggsville-Perry squad, mainly led by the sophomore guard Brody Rush, a really nice basketball player and starting to acclimate to varsity speed pretty quickly.
Coach White told me that Quentin Booker, the freshman's a player too, and so that's kind of the old Virgil Fletcher thing at Collinsville. He started the freshman about every year, and if you continue to do that, all of a sudden you got a lot of varsity experience year after year.
Griggsville-Perry 2-0 on the young season. They defeated Pawnee on the road on Black Friday 44-38 in what was described as a very physical contest. Of course, Pawnee has a very nice physical specimen in the football team right now that made the quarterfinals of the 8-man football playoffs in the state of Illinois and defeated Brown County in a game we'll talk about a little later through the broadcast, Jack. A triple overtime, 61-60 win at the Nest. Never easy to win no matter what your talent level is when you go to Brown County. But right now the Hornets seem pretty sure of themselves, and the Tornadoes came in and stole a win on Tuesday night.
That was a big win and a big surprise to me when you gave me the final on that one. I wasn't talking down Griggsville-Perry. I was just impressed with Brown County. On the other side, I talked to Tony Rhodes. They played against a Piasol Southwestern squad that he said has an absolute 6'8 stud in the middle for them, and they play that Piasol squad each year in one of their first games. So they're 1-1 on the season. They turn around and play tomorrow night. I think they go to like Gillespie, and then they turn around and have games like with Roxana and some of those people. They got Calhoun coming up pretty quick, so nothing easy for the Hawks in the early going.
Everyone's got to focus on the big matchup tonight, though, a conference matchup, and of course something that's always important is getting your foot in the door early in the win column in the WIVC. We'll step aside for another break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you set for more action here tonight from the Nick. It's the Tornadoes and the Hawks. Don't go anywhere. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Fostered Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales, so whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Give Damon Emmerich a call. He's here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at Great Rivers Bank, 217-285-4404, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, on the opposite side here, Jack, tonight for this Carrollton Hawks squad, 1-1 on the season, looking to kind of revive some of the old winning ways back under Jeff Crumweedy in those days of old now, if you kind of classify them that, down at Carrollton. Led by a little bit of an underclass movement here. Buddy Holmes is a 5'10 sophomore. Charlie Stumpf is a junior. Carter Randolph, the 6'1 sophomore. Kind of a new look for this Carrollton squad that's really starting to try and figure things out down in Greene County.
Yeah, and when you think about it, Tony Rhodes was that 5'10", 6-foot guard most of his high school career. So those are guys that he likes to watch play. He likes to shoot the ball, and he's going to turn them loose and let them shoot the basketball. But the big thing for Carrollton is it's a strong football school, and they're coming out of football, and so they got to make that adjustment in the early going.
Always a physical squad are the Carrollton Hawks, and sometimes that can mess with the Tornadoes a little bit, to be truthful. That football strength, if you would call it, for schools out of the WIVC, sometimes the GP Tornadoes have to adjust to that a little bit in the first quarter before they really try and find their stride. Nice crowd on hand here. We're glad you're joining us alongside on Central Illinois Sports as we are getting into week number 2 of the high school basketball season in the state of Illinois. So glad you are joining us alongside. Hopefully you've got a nice hot cocoa, warm drink, whatever it is you enjoy, and a hot snack to get settled in here for high school hoops tonight with us on Central Illinois Sports. We will step aside for another break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, just a little more prep and starting lineups coming up soon. It's the Tornadoes and the Hawks. Don't go anywhere. It's Central Illinois Sports.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the square in Pittsfield.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Just about 4 minutes till starting lineups here tonight at the Nick for the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes in their home opener against the visiting Carrollton Hawks here tonight. Brian Shoemaker, John Hall on your camera tonight. The newly minted IBCA Hall of Famer, Jack Hall, on color and statistics for us here this evening. Congratulations, Jack.
Well, you know, Brian, as I told Coach Stouffer, they finally put 125 people in a year, and they just ran out of people.
They were just scrapping. It was 124, and they said, well, Jack's been sitting and wait for a long time.
I will tell you this, the honor came when I got to see that Bob Myers and Bob Moore were going in with me, a couple of guys I think an awful lot of, and Mike Lawrence from the old KGRC Sports Rap days, and that's kind of exciting too.
It's a fantastic class honoring some wonderful media members across the state. And, of course, you'll be inducted formally coming up in early May. Is that correct at Bloomington?
That's what they tell me, as long as my grandson didn't have a baseball game that day, you know.
Well, there's probably a free buffet, I would wager, to go. So, I mean, it's going to be worth your trip one way or the other, Jack.
Hey, I will tell you, your former sports director, Steve Luton, at WGEM made a statement to me that really set home for me. He said, the problem is, Jack, it's long and you don't get to talk.
We will step aside for our last break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, along with the national anthem performed proudly by the U.S. Army Band on your television screen. When we come back, the Farm and Home starting lineups. Don't go anywhere. Hawks and the Tornadoes coming up your way after this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Believe it or not, we're now less than 3 weeks away from Christmas Day. But if you still got gifts to buy from somebody, your local Farm Home Supply can help. Even though I talk fast in these commercials, even I can't cover all the deals that are in here. So if you look on the right side of your screen, some of the best deals are scrolling on. But you can always check them out at farmhomesupply.com. Hey, and get you in the holiday mood, here's some holiday music.
Hunter McConnell with a wonderful live guitar performance of our national anthem here as we get ready for the Farm and Home starting lineups, sponsored by Farm and Home Supply. Snacks, hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs. No other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Get stocked up now as Mother Nature and Jack Frost have quickly made their way into the area. Starting five for Tony Rhodes Carrollton Hawks. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 4 is Buddy Holmes. At guard, a 6'1 senior. Number 12, Carson Grafford. At guard, a 6'2 junior. Number 13 is Charlie Stump. And at forward, the 6'1 sophomore, number 30, Carter Randolph. Third starter for this team, the 6' junior, number 24, Eli Rhodes. On the opposite side here for Garrett White's, Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes, as the lights come off here at the Nick. Starting five for the 2-0 Tornadoes. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 3 is Brody Rush. At one forward, a 6' senior. Number 5 is Flint Kerr. At forward, a 6'6 senior. Number 11, Logan Finsick. At guard, a 6'1 senior. Number 23 is Garrett Woodward. And at forward, a 6' freshman. Number 32, Quentin Booker. Tornadoes 2-0. Hawks 1-1 here on the early season. And the Tornadoes looking to show up and show out tonight here in their home opener. Of course, a WIVC contest here tonight always means a lot when you start to get to that top tier of the conference, Jack. Teams like West Central lingering. Triopia is wanting to make some noise this year in the conference. Every game matters when it comes to the WIVC.
Why didn't you tell me about the black light? I'd have brought my posters from college.
Well,
man, I'd have had all those out here.
Well, all you can see on you and I are the spare crumbs from the popcorn that we've spilled out of the bag so far. So
we don't glow much in the dark, do we?
No, they don't glow much. But it is always a fun little scene here at the Nick. They turn the lights down. They have black lights on now as the boys enter the court. And a fun entrance here with Case and Shoemaker on the public address tonight for GP. They'll get the lights back on as we get ready to rock and roll here, as it has been awfully loud in the past few minutes, and we can hear ourselves once again.
Ooh, how about that?
Brian Shoemaker, John Hall on the camera tonight, Jack Hall with color and stats tonight as we get ready to rock and roll here from GP.
All we heard in the pregame was people bragging on that guy we had over there doing the Beardstown tournament. Good job, Shoe.
I don't know who he was. Apparently he's not from Griggsville.
Not anymore.
It'll be Grafford coming up against Finsick here in the center circle. The ball is up and tipped, and Griggsville-Perry will control possession to begin the game. Tornadoes in the home whites, maroon numbers and letters with gold trim. Moving right to left on your viewing device tonight. Carrollton in the road, Kelly Greens with white numbers and letters. A little bit of black trim and the C's on the side and the back. First shot on the way out of the hands of Finsick is no good. Will be rebounded by the freshman, Quentin Booker. A little bit of a zone look here for Carrollton. They quickly get it into Booker. His shot blocked out of the hands of Grafford, and here comes Carrollton with their first possession of the contest. Hawks get the basketball down into the corner, into the hands of Grafford. He'll look around into the light elbow to Carter Rimby, who was the 5th starter. Our mistake on the scorecard here. Grafford thinks about the 3 in the left wing. Instead, they'll move it down. It's a 2-3 from Griggsville-Perry. You know what you're going to get defensively out of the Tornadoes in the half-court set. Grafford back up top of the key into the hands of Buddy Holmes. Slow go here as the Hawks have whittled away quickly a 30-second possession here. Back over on the right wing, this is Grafford with the 6'1 senior. Carrollton taking their time and no rush to try and force anything here. Flashing up high is Grafford to the left elbow. He'll come up and set a pick at Stump, 12 and 13 look a little bit similar on those jerseys, and we're going to get a blocking foul against Fensick.
Fensick will pick up the foul. It'll be his first, team first. Logan is a long young man, and you want to keep him on the court on the defense if you can.
Logan Fensick has really, really grown here over the past couple of years, Jack, now up to 6'6", and those long, lanky arms provide a lot of depth inside in that zone.
Confidence on the shot, too, and he gets the board in the first board of the night for him.
Graffin with the miss. They'll get it down to Woodward in the corner. Fensick eyes up the left wing three. He'll miss entirely, but we're going to get a pushing foul and head the other way against Flint Kirk.
Kirk will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. It was on a missed shot, so no turnover. And it'll be the second foul on the Tornadoes in the early going. No score in the first minute and 38 seconds.
Griggsville-Perry will set up in a full court pressure here. We'll see how Carrollton works to get past it. That full court pressure of Griggsville-Perry's has led to 81 wins over the past 4 seasons for Garrett White. They work the basketball down. They quickly get past. This is Rimby with it. He'll get it up. The first basket goes to Carter Rimby. Hawks with the early 2-0 lead as they get past the zone.
Now Rimby, that fifth starter instead of Rhodes, and Coach Rhodes trying to get things situated and find that starting lineup he wants for this season.
Cross-court pass now stolen away. On the run with it is Stump. Goes through the defenders up with the left hand, up and in. Stump with the basket. It's 4-0 lead, and now Garrett White wants the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it 2. It's Hawks 4, Tornadoes 0. Don't go anywhere. We're right back after this.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Welcome back here after the Adams Fiber timeout. For top-notch local computer sales and repair services, Adams Experts is your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423 for our friends at Adams Fiber and Adams Networks. Garrett White takes the first time out of the contest here for Griggsville-Perry as they come back with the possession on their end of the floor. Rush looks to the bounce pass on the left side. Instead, they'll work it back. This is Booker with it. Tornadoes doing a nice job here moving the basketball on this possession. Fensick will fire up a 3 from the right corner off the side of the iron. Rebound comes into the hand of Rush. Goes up, gets blocked. We'll get a tie-up, and it'll be a jump ball heading back to Carrollton.
Rush gets the offensive board, then gets blocked on the shot. It'll be Carrollton basketball. They lead at 4-0 at the 5:25 mark of the first quarter on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Fensick's had 3 good looks from 3, but just been a little long on all of them. Rimby sits down, and who's in the game? Looking. Oh, right over here.
Rimby sits down, and
that Lucas Howard?
It is Lucas Howard, the 6-foot junior forward, or 6-foot senior forward, wearing number 10. Howard with the basketball, cross-court pass, driving in, but there will be a travel first was Carter Randolph as he drags the foot.
One each way in the early going.
Each way in the early going here. Fensick will inbound here. We got to see a lot of the Tornadoes last week in our coverage of the Beardstown Tiger Classic as we spent the week over in Cass County in Tiger Country. We'll get to see some of those younger Tornadoes get into the contest later, we believe, as Rush drives in, gets partially blocked, picks up by Stump, and here come the Hawks back on the attack. Stump picks it up at the left wing, gets it now down into the hands of Holmes. He'll dribble it back out near midcourt as Carrollton being patient here on the offensive side. Howard with the basketball. Still a 2-3 look here from Griggsville-Perry. Grafford flashing high to the left elbows. The Hawks overloaded on the left side now. They'll get reset once again.
Carrollton's been able to find that seam the first couple of times on their points, but a little bit tighter this time.
They'll get the basketball over into the hands of Holmes. Dribbling around, Carrollton. Very, very content to let this clock tick away here in the early going. We've seen this sometimes in the past from Carrollton, where they'll just be very patient. They try to fire one in through the needle into the hands of Holmes. It'll go out of bounds and remain Carrollton basketball. 4:07 left to go here. 4-0 lead for the Hawks.
Talking to Kirk before the game, and he just simply told me, he said, you know, Jack, I was this size when I was in junior high, and I'm still this size, so I've got to fight a little harder.
Holmes will fire up a three and knock it down. First long range of the long-range shot of the game, comes to the hand of Buddy Holmes. It's a 7-0 lead now for Carrollton as they clap emphatically defense as they head back to the other end. Fensick with it, throws it to Hunter Brown, almost stolen away by Holmes. They'll move it down into the corner to Woodward. Cross-court pass back to Brown. Thinks about the stop and pop in the free throw line. Now he'll get it back behind the arc. Fensick wants to get it in the corner to give it to him in the short corner. They do. 8-footer for Fensick, no good. Rebound grab by Carson Grafford. A couple of early rebounds for Grafford as the Hawks are back on the run. Howard with the basketball. Tosses it down into the corner into the hands of Randolph. It'll get tipped out of bounds by Hunter Brown and go back to Carrollton.
Hunter's grown over the last couple of years since I've seen him. I'll tell you what, he looks pretty good. Two R's, two L's in the old name of Carrollton, but nobody cares. It's all right. As long as they got a scoreboard, they don't mind.
T-double-E-double-R-double-I-double-E if you ever read Charlotte's Web as the basket goes down and in. Two more for Carrollton. It's a 9-0 lead for the Hawks.
Grafford got that basket.
A little bit of an extended zone look here now for Carrollton, pressing out near the volleyball line as they Tornadoes work it around the top. Back into Rush, down into the corner to Fensick. Flint Kirk now with the block. Booker up on the high elbow. Cross-court pass, this is Fensick, baseline. Ball fake, drives in, goes up, and he'll draw a little bit of contact on the floor. It'll be on the floor and out of bounds back to the Tornadoes.
Carrollton's going to pick up the foul. We'll see if we can pick it up from the official. And it looks like it'll go against Grafford. Grafford's first, team first. Griggsville-Perry having a little trouble against the zone in this time around.
Rush with the basketball. Woodward pops out of the pick. Kirk spun around on the roll. It was a little too far past him. Second turnover of the contest here against Griggsville-Perry. As checking in now, number 20, Braden Lister, the 5'11 senior forward, and Flint Kirk will head back to the bench.
Just trying to find a combo in the early going. 73-51, Carrollton won the JV game tonight.
Bounce pass down into the corner, into the hands of Holmes. He gets double teamed, has to get rid of it. That's what Griggsville-Perry wants to do. Get you in the corners, get you on the sidelines, and get you double teamed. But instead, Holmes will knock one down from long range. It is all Hawks here in the early going. 12-0 lead for Carrollton. Fensick back up to Rush. He'll try and answer top of the key off the back of the iron. No good. It's a fight for the loose ball rebound. It'll be collected by Carson Grafford. His third already here this evening. Holmes with the basketball, driving in, gets a little open space. They'll kick it down into the corner. Ball faking a drive from Grafford, a little hezzy step there, and the layup try is no good.
Lister picks up his first board off the bench tonight.
Woodward down in the corner. Lister with it, right back to it. Cross court to Rush, down into the corner. Logan Fensick, three is no good, and we're going to get a foul on Charlie Stump.
Stump over the back on the rebound that time. It'll be his first of the game, second team foul. Ball out of bounds for Griggsville-Perry. We're at the 147 mark, first quarter. 12-0 Carrollton. Bit of a surprise for us in this one in the early going on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Tornadoes have not got to run a lot of transition here in the first quarter, Jack. That's where they like to get a lot of those points. Get turnovers, get rebounds, get on the run. Things slow down for this team just a little bit when they get into a half-court set. Rush with the basketball, surveys the scene, gets it over to Fensick on the left wing. Booker down low in the post. They'll work it back around the perimeter into the hands of the senior Garrett Woodward. Gets a pick from Booker. Nothing there. Nice defense here from Carrollton. Cross-court pass back up to Fensick. Down into the corner, Lister with it. Booker's fighting around in the post there with Lucas Howard.
I think you still got to have Fensick fire the ball and try to break this zone a little bit, though.
Woodward stops, pops to the free throw line, off the side of the iron, no good. It's going to go off the hands of Holmes and back to the Tornadoes here with 1:05 remaining in the first. Flint Kirk will check back in. Quentin Booker will get a breather for GP.
0 for 10 on the floor, 0 for 5 from the arc for GP so far.
Woodward will be the trigger man in a 1-4 set on the inbound try. Nobody moves, and now they just try and throw it in the quick hands of Lucas Howard, able to knock it back out of bounds.
Carrollton looking pretty sharp in the early going here in their third game of the season. Played some big schools already.
No Thanksgiving tournaments for either of these teams. That will change next year for the Tornadoes, as they will be in the Beardstown Tiger Classic. They get the basketball into Flint. Flint Kirk knocks it down for the first basket for the Tornadoes here. It's a 12-2 contest. Griggsville-Perry gets to set up in that full court zone. They'll get it down the floor. Will Carrollton into the hands of Grafford. On the run was Randolph. His free throw no good. We're going to get a foul, a frustration foul 95 feet away from the basket.
That foul is going to go on Randolph, his first, team third. Another rebound for Finsick, his third of the night. Big bucket right here, down 12-2, 40 seconds left first quarter. If I was GP, I wouldn't be afraid to hold for one.
In the event of a jump ball, change of possession, Griggsville-Perry gets the favor of the possession arrow. This is Woodward in the short corner, kicks it back out. They thread the needle into Flint Kirk. Dangerous pass from Finsick, but it gets through. Working the basketball around down into the corner, Woodward. Ball fake now with about 17 seconds left. They try another pass down into Finsick. Carrollton's hands in the passing lane so far. It'll be GP basketball down in the corner with 15 seconds left to go.
Lister just about found the seam on that one, though. Good try.
Woodward with it, back out to rush midcourt. 11 seconds as the old school GHS chant begins here at the Nick. Woodward with the basketball left wing, gets it into Kirk, double team, dumps it down into Finsick. Finsick able to finish as we reach the end of the quarter. It's Carrollton 14, Carrollton 12, Griggsville-Perry 4 as we show you that last shot on the Northwestern Mutual replay as the Tornadoes trying to cut into this deficit early. We're right back with you here on Central Illinois Sports.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
12-4 after one quarter, Carrollton with the lead. Griggsville-Perry cold from outside, 2 of 12, 0 of 5 from the arc, haven't shot a free throw. Carrollton hasn't been to the charity stripe either, but they're 5 for 8 and 2 for 2 from 3, and that's why they lead 12-4. Buddy Holmes for Carrollton has 6 in the early going. It'll be GP basketball after the made basket, and they'll try to cut into this 8-point lead. They trailed in this ball game by a 12-0 count, so a 4-0 run to start second quarter.
They try to force it into Garrett Woodward, knocked out of bounds again by Carson Grafford, and Griggsville-Perry will reset here, as they have just not got a lot of offensive rhythm going here so far in the first quarter, and a lot of that due to the Hawks getting some hands in the passing lane.
That pass had no chance of making it whatsoever because of the defense.
A little bit of a 1-3-1 look here from Carrollton. Cross-court pass, Flint Kirk turns around just in time to grab it, goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by Eli Rhodes for the Hawks.
His first.
Toss it down into the corner. This is Stump with it. Dribbles into a double team, nowhere to go, goes up with it awkwardly. He'll get fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2, as we'll get the foul reported against the Tornadoes.
Going to go against Griggsville-Perry, and it appears that will go on Hunter Brown. His first, team first. Free throws, the first ones of the game. They're coming the way of Charlie Stump, who has 2 points. 12-4, 7:34 left in the half.
As he does that, we tell you about Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call. 217-285-5548. Locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville for Pike County Concrete.
Stump makes the first. He'll try the second. No good there. Rebound. Finsick had it off of him. Saves it on a nice play by Finsick. His 4th board.
Rush on the run for GP. Hesitates at the free throw line. He'll lose as it goes off of his foot, and it'll go out of bounds to the Hawks. 3rd turnover of the contest against Griggsville-Perry, as we'll see Quentin Booker re-enter the contest here for Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown had about as good of a varsity tournament as a junior varsity player could have at Beardstown.
Got a big win over Hartsburg-Emden. You know, for a JV team to beat a varsity, that's a big one.
Hunter Brown had 30 points in the last game of the tournament for Griggsville-Perry, the junior varsity, as they took on Hartsburg-Emden and won big on the brunch at Beardstown game. As the shot from the Hawks off and no good. It was Rhodes flying in to try and save it, but to no avail. It'll go back to the Tornadoes. 7:12 left to go here in this one. You're watching us live from Griggsville, Illinois at the Nick at Griggsville-Perry High School as the Tornadoes try to cut into this 9-point disadvantage.
Second quarter action.
Woodward with the basketball. They look down into the corner to Fensick. Quickly closing in on Fensick now in the corner. He'll fire one up this time off the front of the iron, no good. Booker tries to fight for it. Instead, it goes into the hands of Buddy Holmes.
Holmes gets his first board of the night.
Stolen away now for Rush. Turnover for Carrollton. Gets it back to Woodward. Goes up, ball fake, no good. And we're going to send Garrett Woodward to the free throw line. Oh, on the floor,
They're going to call it on the floor, it appears.
As we show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Holmes foul, his first, team first of the second quarter. Substitutes coming back in for Carrollton now. We see
Carter Rimby checks back into the contest, and heading to the bench was Lucas Howard. Fensick will inbound for GP, fires it back out to Rush at the volleyball line. He fires out to the left corner. Booker on the high elbow. Flint Kirk now flashes up to the opposite elbow. Seeing several different zone variations here from Carrollton in the first half.
Now the follow on the man. Doing a lot of switching.
Woodward with the basketball, drives to the left side. Through two defenders, he'll get caught up. It'll be a foul against Carson Grafford.
Grafford will pick up the foul, his second, team second of the quarter. Will Grafford sit down with 2 fouls in the second quarter? Doesn't look like it. I wonder about Fensick trying to find that post in the middle for a little bit for them. He's got a big size advantage.
A lot of height here still for the Tornadoes. Not as much, but a lot of physical size for the Hawks. Flashing out is Woodward into the corner. Flint Kirk wants it inside. We'll see if they get it to him. Instead, they go back to the opposite side. Off the pick from Fensick. Almost stolen away now. Diving on the floor for it was Eli Rhodes. Tornadoes come back up with it. They're on the run. Fensick now on the right wing. Flint Kirk comes high to the free throw line. Nothing there. Griggsville-Perry really having some trouble trying to get it inside this Carrollton defense.
They need some dribble penetration here a little bit like that.
Nice give and go now as Rush able to finish on the assist from Fensick. 13-6 our score.
And a 6-1 run for GP here.
With the basketball now, this is Stump. Goes up high against 2 defenders, dumps it down into Rimby. Nice basket for Rimby. 15-6. 4 points now for Carter Rimby. Pace picking up here a little bit now in the second quarter. Nice dish down into Flint Kirk. Goes up with it. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line with Flint Kirk.
And that foul will go on Carrollton. Turn around there, young man. That is Randolph. It'll be his second, team third, and Kirk to the free throw line. Flint Kirk, fine young man, looking for points number 3 and 4, 15-6. Carrollton with the lead. PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. 5:14 left first quarter, or first half. First one up by Kirk is no good.
Have you visited the Moose Lodge 420? Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot and the drinks are cold. Tell them the Moose of the Year. My mom, the Big R, sent you. That's the Moose Lodge 420 on the square in Pittsfield.
Lister back in. Booker sits down. Kirk with his second attempt. And it's in and out, no good. Rebound comes the other way to Howard, and that's his first.
Hawks quickly pushing on the run here, getting across the time stripe. They'll quick it back over to the right side to Howard, down into the corner. This is Rhodes. Nice baseline drive, awkward shot up with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Fensick for GP. He's got 5 already in the contest. Tornadoes got the rebound in the transition they wanted, just kind of stalled out after they got to the other side. Flashing high is Lister. They'll take it back to the volleyball line to Rush. Now Fensick on the right side. Fensick, nice ball fake, steps out. This is Lister, back out. Maybe had a shot opportunity there at the free throw line and passed on it. Nice dump in to Flint Kirk, goes up with it on another dandy pass from Logan Fensick, and Flint Kirk will head back to the free throw line for 2 more.
Look at Lucas Howard on the foul. That'll be his first, team fourth. 0 for 2 is Kirk on the night. Needs to make these free throws to cut into this 15-6 lead for Carrollton. They've led all the way in this one, led 12-0 to start.
Pike County is your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Robin Otker and her team at Pike County Express.
Kirk makes the first. We're at a 15-7 ball game now.
Buddy Holmes will check back in for Carrollton. Carter Rimby will head back to the bench.
Good rotation for Carrollton to keep him fresh.
Kirk will eye up the second free throw here. Kirk, one of the seniors, a hard-working young man for this Tornado squad. He'll miss the second. Loose ball is going to go off the hands of Rush and down into the locker room stairs, and it'll be back to the Carrollton Hawks as Hunter Brown will check back in for GP for Kirk.
12-4 after the first quarter, 15-7 here. Slow second quarter start. A little less than halfway into the second quarter.
Talked with Garrett White during the week at Beardstown Jack about the opportunity that some of these junior varsity kids had playing against varsity speed, and really just kind of treated it like it was a house money week. Obviously wanted the kids to play well, as we're going to get a foul against Griggsville-Perry, and it looks like Lister will collect the call.
It was hard to figure out which one of them was going to get the foul, but Lister is awarded the foul, his first, team second. Both guys a little bit out of control. Rhodes sits down for Carrollton. Is that Randolph back in?
Grafford checks back in for the Hawks. But for Hunter Brown, Kason Brown, a lot of these young kids, Mario Rogers, a great opportunity to try and get acclimated and get up to varsity speed before they even had a varsity ball game.
Rogers had a great JV game. He was their leading scorer by a bunch. He had to be in the 20s.
Basketball down into the corner now, into the hands of Grafford. Takes a few dribbles, guarded by Rush. They dump it down into Holmes. Cross-court pass, a little wobbly there, almost stolen away. Nice dish down into the left block, and the quick basket there for Stumpf. He'll get the bucket, and it's a 17-7 advantage for Carrollton with just under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Fenzik dumps it down into Woodward. Gets shoved in the back, no calls, we play on. This is Rush, left wing three, off the mark. Hunter Brown with the rebound, gets blocked out of bounds, and will go back to Griggsville-Perry on the block from Randolph.
But an offensive board by Brown. He just needed to have that ball fake, and he had an easy layup.
As we get you back to live action after the Northwestern Mutual replay, it'll be Rush back at the volleyball line. Lister on the opposite side as Garrett White barks out instructions for the Tornadoes. Crossover dribble, stops to the left elbow, dumps it down into Lister. He's shot a little strong, and grabbing the rebound was Carter Rimby. They get it down in quickly into the hands of Randolph. Really nice dime there from Stumpf. Two more for the Hawks. It's a 19-7 lead.
Who had that bucket? Thank you.
Randolph with the basket. Stumpf with the dime. They get it to Rush now on the left wing. Cross-court pass over to Lister into Fenzik. He'll spot up another three in the corner. In and out of the rim, no good. Howard with the rebound. Rims are tight on the south end of the Bird City tonight. Holmes with the basketball. They'll whip it back over on the right side now as they try to dump it down in. Nice ball movement from the Hawks. The shot up from Grafford, no good. Rebound, and here comes Carrollton again. Holmes with it, double team. They'll pull it back out and reset here with 2.5 to go. Stumpf with it, drives into the lane, and he'll get fouled as he was double teamed at the free throw line.
Woodward's going to pick that foul up, I do believe. It'll be his first, team third of the quarter. Ball out of bounds for the green-clad Carrollton Hawks. Sitting down is Lister and Fenzik. And a timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. 19-7. Carrollton with the lead, 2:25 left in the half. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Carrollton takes the Adams Fiber timeout for reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you, even us stuttering through a broadcast. Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net as Carrollton takes their first time out of the contest. They'll get the basketball back in. Shot up, rolls around, and good. Hawks get 2 more out of the timeout. A 21-7 advantage here for Carrollton.
Grafford with it, and I think that's their biggest lead in the ballgame.
The pass a little too strong from Woodward and a little too high for the outstretched arms of Hunter Brown. 4th turnover against Griggsville-Perry. Griggsville-Perry got a lot of points in the first half in that win over the Hornets on Tuesday night off of turnovers and layups and free throws. Not a lot of shots in the half-court set in the first half for Griggsville-Perry.
Cajun Austin into the game.
Holmes goes up on the ball fake and good. Buddy Holmes gets 2 more. It's a 23-7 advantage. Largest lead of the contest, I believe, here for Carrollton so far.
He's got 8 points, 2 threes, and a deuce.
Woodward with it. Looks around. Kirk and Booker in the post for GP. Rush back down to Woodward in the corner. Woodward will fire one up. That's off the side of the iron. Cajun Austin flies in for the rebound. Gets it down into Kirk. Blocked from behind, though. Big play by Carter Randolph. Loose ball, it's a fight for it. Everybody's scrambling around, and we're going to get a timeout from Tony Rose before it all settles down. We'll take the Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with you here in just a few seconds.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Minute 30 left in the half, 23-7. Carrollton calls the timeout with a 16-point lead to win the scrum that time. Full court pressure, and we're back to live action.
Carrollton takes the Adams Fiber timeout. They'll get the basketball, working it down or on the press. This is Stump with it. Drives in, goes up against Flint Kirk. High off the glass, no good, and Booker grabs the rebound. The young freshman grabbing a board for GP, his second. On the attack now, the Tornadoes. They get it into Fensick in the corner. Nice dump down into Kirk. Goes up, rolls around the rim, and good. Kirk with the deuce, Fensick with the dime, and it'll be an and one opportunity for GP.
5 for Kirk, looking for the foul because the referee's away from me there. And is it Randolph? My mistake, it's Stump. It'll be his second, team 5th. So just a minute 7 left in the half, but GP win the two free throw bonus after this. Kirk looking for another point on the free throw and finds it on the line.
23-10 our score after the 3-point play from Flint Kirk. Hawks pick it up way away from the basket. They'll have to work it across the time stripe in a hurry now, and they do. Nice bounce pass stolen away now from Booker. Turnover against Carrollton. GP on the run. Rush with the basketball, drives in on the wing. Nothing there. Nicely defended by Carter Randolph. They'll work it around. Kirk inside the arc. Nice dump down into Booker. Goes up with the right hand. Can't finish. Rebound grab now by Charlie Stump.
Stump's picked up 4 boards on the night already.
35 seconds left to go here in the half. After we're done, we'll take a break and come back with our Little Just Motors halftime show. Randolph with the basketball. Gets it back out to the volleyball line to Grafford. 23 seconds left to go now in the half. Carrollton eyeing a patient shot here as we whittle it down to 11 seconds. 10 seconds. They get it inside now into the hands of Grafford. Goes up strong, misses it, gets his own layup. He can't finish. This is Stump now on a 3rd try. Charlie Stump with the answer on a 3rd try as we reach the halftime buzzer, and the shot off the backboard and the rim and no good. We've reached the Little Just Motors halftime show as Carrollton leads Griggsville-Perry 25-10 as we show you that last basket for the Hawks on the 3rd try by Charlie Stump. We've reached the halftime break, and we're right back with you here in just a few minutes.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39.8. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28.5, and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in, because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess, serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Grinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com. In high school athletics, winning and losing is a part of the experience. Sportsmanship should also be part of the game at all times. That's why Farm and Home Supply and Refreshment Services Pepsi are teaming up to recognize the good sport of the week. Nominations for the weekly award can be made by messaging the Central Illinois Sports Facebook page. Help us recognize the good things about sports. Weekly winners will receive a $25 gift card to Farm and Home Supply. Again, send your nominations to the Central Illinois Sports Facebook page today.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
It was a 12-0 Carrollton lead to start the game, 12-4 after the first break of 8 minutes the first quarter, 25-10 here at halftime. 4 turnovers in the ball game for Griggsville-Perry, just 3 on Carrollton. Single fouls on 5 players, Flint Kirk, Logan Fencing, Braden Lister, Garrett Woodward, and let's see, I think that is everybody on the Griggsville side. 2 fouls on Carter Randolph in the early going. 2 fouls on Carson Grafford, and then single fouls on Holmes, Howard, and on Rimby. Halftime, 25-10 in favor of Carrollton. We'll take a break on the Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram halftime show. Individual stats, shooting percentages, and more come your way after these.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you are looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
I'm surprised Carrollton's up 25-10. That's nothing against the Hawks, but Griggsville-Perry 5 of 26 in the first half, 19%, 0 of 11 from the arc, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 40%. Flint Kirk has 6 points in the first half of play. Brody Rush with 2 points, Logan Finsick with 2, and that's it. That's their 10. Carrollton 9 of 18, 50%, 2 of 2 from the arc, and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. They've got 8 points from Buddy Holmes on 2 threes and a deuce. Carson Grafford has 4 points. 7 points from Charlie Stump, 2 from Carter Randolph, and 2 from Carter Rimby in the first half, or make it 4 from Rimby in the first half for their total of 25. 25-10, halftime score. We'll take our final break, a little discussion, second half play-by-play comes your way on Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram across from Quincy High School. They'll give you a deal, folks. Go see the Little Jess Griffin gang. They'll take care of you. More comes your way after these.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire. Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Gratitude to the administration and all the folks here at Griggsville-Perry for hosting us here at game tonight. Athletic Director and Head Coach Garrett White, Jeff Abel, the Superintendent, and Kenny Stouffer, the man who knows a lot more than I do about basketball. Well, halftime 25-10. Let's see if GP's made some adjustments. It'll be Carrollton basketball and Brian Shoemaker to tell you about it.
Starting five for both sides make their way on the court to begin the second half. Booker on the bench for Griggsville-Perry. Hunter Brown takes his spot as GP tries to add a little more height inside here. On the drive now is Grafford. Goes up, misses, gets his own rebound. He'll put it right back in, and Carrollton right on the attack here, 27-10. Tornadoes on the opposite side now. It's Fenzik. Gets tipped away as Grafford gets a touch on it, and it'll go right back to GP.
17-point lead, biggest of the ball game. They led by 16 once in the first half.
Carrollton has done a nice job in the first half of really keeping a close arm near the hand of Garrett Woodward. He has just not been able to get enough going offensively here to help pace this offense for GP. Down into the corner, this is Hunter Brown with it as they work it around the perimeter. Rush on it, tries to look inside to Fenzik. He'll sneak around to the corner. Rush will fire one up from the left wing. It's no good, and a rebound for Charlie Stump. Hawks on the run. It's Holmes. Stops, pops to the left block. No good. Brown will get the rebound. Here comes GP on the run now with it. Rush looks around the seam. Fenzik, the release valve, back out in the backcourt, but instead now they get it to Woodward. Stops, pops to the left elbow, rolls around and in. Garrett Woodward answers the announcer's call. It's his first two of the contest. 27-12, the Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Long down pass goes into the hands of Tony Rhodes, but he's not in a Hawks jersey. It'll be a turnover, the fourth of the contest against Carrollton.
That's what Griggsville-Perry needs to do. They need to make this a wild game for the next few minutes and try to get a run going here to cut into this 15-point lead.
It's got to become a much more faster pace here for the Tornadoes. They want to run. This is what they've thrived on for 4 years under Garrett White. The tempo just has to get a little bit quicker here. Rush with the basketball back to Woodward on the right wing. Back into a zone look for the Hawks as they've mixed up defenses here tonight. Flintkirk down on the low block. Fenzik flashes high, nothing there.
0 for 12 from 3, and they're going to need some of those.
They work it back out. Rush, baseline drive, goes up on the right block, no good. He'll get his own rebound, gets a jump ball, as they say. It'll get caught up by Lucas Howard. And the possession arrow will stay here with Griggsville-Perry as your friendly computer operator forgot to move the arrow on your television screen. Woodward with the basketball. Quick pass over to Rush. He'll fire one up from the left side off the front of the iron, no good. And Holmes will grab the rebound for the Hawks. Griggsville-Perry needs a bucket in a bad, bad way. From long range, we would say. They'll kick it back out. Shot on the way from Randolph, no good. Loose ball gets kicked by Woodward. They say it'll go off of his foot last and go back to the Hawks with 6:05 left to go here in the third. Carrollton leads Griggsville-Perry 27-12 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Watched a lot of sports, and when you got a lead like this, it seems like the ball always bounces your way, you know? The arrow's your way, the ball bounces off the right foot. A lot of things happen, so the other team's got to make something happen on the air to get back in.
They work the basketball now down into the stump. Off the glass, no good. Holmes will get the rebound. Second chance opportunity here for Carrollton. Back into stump. Goes up, spins around, bellies up to the basket, and able to put one in as Flintkirk tried to take a charge. It'll be a 29-12 advantage now as Stump gets 2 more points. Stump really kind of awkward in that shot, but able to find his balance enough to get it in the cup.
9 points for him tonight.
Fenzik will try and answer. In and out of the rim, no good. Stump with the rebound for Carrollton as they'll slow it up just a little bit here. Howard down into the corner. This is Holmes. 3 ball on the way is good. Buddy, watch your favorite color. It's green. And it'll be a 3-point basket and a lead for the Hawks. 32-12 as we reach an Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're right back after this.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dew Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dew Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dew Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Tornadoes cheerleaders doing a good job. A couple Apple Festival queens in that group.
Also a Division II NCAA athlete signed in, Mariska Sherman, to the QU cheer and stunt squad.
I know her coach.
Tornadoes with the basketball coming out of the Adams Fiber timeout as they look to get things back here in a big way as they trail by 20 points now here in the third quarter, and they've only put up 12 on the board tonight. Rush with the basketball over to Booker. Cross-court pass back into the hands of Woodward. If anything, Carrollton has dominated on the rebounding edge here in this third quarter, and it's led to some second chance points. Booker drives in, triple team, picks it up, has to get rid of it now. Hands all over him, and they'll get a foul called against Carrollton.
See who the guilty party's going to be here. That's going to go against Howard. That'll be his second. First team foul on either team in the third quarter.
Fensick will inbound the basketball, tosses it back up to the volleyball line where it's secured by Woodward. Fensick flashing out in the corner, nothing there as they are keeping a close eye on him as well defensively. Flashing up high is Kirk, nothing there in the post. They'll whip it around. Bounce pass back out to Rush. Griggsville-Perry being patient here, but they don't have a lot of time to be patient. They are down 20 right now in the third as Flint Kirk comes up with it, able to push it up through. Flint Kirk with a tough basket, 32-14 on the hard scrabble points for Flint Kirk.
He's got 8 of their 14.
With the basketball is Grafford. Drives in, stops, pops from about 7 feet, but he'll get called for traveling as we show you that last basket from Flint Kirk here on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Bowled that one up and got it over the front of the rim.
Tough take as he got tripped down as well.
Crab walk, crab dribble, call it what you want to. I call it traveling, always have, always will on that last play.
Tornadoes looking to take advantage as Case and Austin back into the contest along with Braden Lister.
Is it Kaysen and not Cajun?
Cajun.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be hot coming in.
Austin will fire one up. That one's going to be front off the iron, no good. He'll chase down his own rebound as Griggsville-Perry able to get an offensive board. Down to the corner, Lister with it. Ball fakes, looks around. Griggsville-Perry desperately trying to get this basketball into the post as Lister will fire one up and knock it down. An emphatic basket from Braden Lister cuts into the bleeding here. It's 32-17 as he works to fire his team up.
His first basket, first three after 16 attempts.
Down into the corner. They work it into the hands of Randolph, flashing in high off the glass, no good. Coming in is Howard, and it'll be called for a travel as he lost the balance after the rebound.
6 turnovers on Carrollton now, 3 in the quarter. Just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter, 32-17, a 15-point lead. You'd like to get it in single digits if you're GP before the quarter ends.
Griggsville-Perry trying to take advantage of a couple of Carrollton turnovers here. Garrett White yells out the instructions here as they work it down into the corner. This is Woodward with it. Gets bumped, almost loses it, keeps a handle on it as they get it to Fensick over on the left side. Trying to work around Grafford.
How about Lister, a kid that's been that practice player for you, and he comes in and hits a big three here. He'd like to do that again.
The Tornadoes need a little spark of life here out of anybody they can get it out of at the moment as they work it around the perimeter once more. This is Lister back in the corner in that same spot. That one gets stripped away as Stumpf almost tried to chase it down. We'll go back to Griggsville-Perry here with 2:16 left to go in the third.
In the old rules, that'd be a kicking violation. Now it's got to be, I guess, on purpose is what they say.
That's what they say.
Purpose, something.
Mario
like that.
Rogers, the 5'9" sophomore, checks in wearing number 1 with the long, shaggy hair on top. They get it into Fensick. tosses it down back into Woodward. He'll stop and fire one up in the wing, and it's good. Garrett Woodward knocks it down from 19-9. GP on a run here. His 5th point of the night, 32-20 now as Tornadoes trying to cut back into this thing. It'll get kicked and go out of bounds as Woodward was in the air, and we'll show you his last 3 here in the Northwestern Mutual replay real quick.
Like the spark, like the 3 there, and playing tough. If you can play hard till the end of the quarter, you get a little bit of a break with that run for the 4th quarter.
Griggsville-Perry appears to have a little fire in their step on the defensive side as Woodward diving for it, much to the applause of the Griggsville-Perry fans here in attendance. A lot of the Carrollton fans over here on the GP side with us here tonight.
Kind of shocked me when I saw him over here.
Inbounding the basketball is Lucas Howard. He'll toss it into Grafford, who opens up on the right wing. Drives in, Euro step up with the right hand and good. That is a tough take for Carson Grafford. Answers for the Hawks, it's 34-20. That is a tough move and a senior play.
Yep.
And it's going to be a backcourt violation as Rogers stepped over the half-court line as he was kind of trying to establish the basketball.
5th turnover, 1st of the 2nd half. Carrollton with the basketball, 14-point lead with 1:32 left, and you had to be perfect to get to single digits in the 3rd quarter.
Holmes with it, no good. Stump with the rebound, trying to wrestle it away as Fensick on the ground, bodies flying everywhere, and the officials are going to whistle a foul here, I believe, against Griggsville-Perry, and they will to go against Fensick.
Fensick will pick up the foul, his 2nd, 1st team foul of the 3rd quarter. It was a scrum. Here comes Kirk into the game. They say if it's going to get rough, let's get the big shouldered man in the middle.
While they whip that out, we'll show you that last basket here from Grafford on that Northwestern Mutual replay. A tough take on the Euro step up with the right hand and good. As we get substitutes back into the ball game, Carter Rimby comes back in for the Hawks as well. We also see Eli Rhodes back into the contest. He'll be the trigger man here in a box set for Carrollton. They get it back up to Holmes. Looks at the 3, gets quickly closed out by Rush. Flashing high is Rimby, nothing there. Down on the low run is Rhodes. Grafford now with the basketball as Rimby works around the key. 1:08 left to go here. It has been a nice quarter for Griggsville-Perry. They still trail by 14. They'll get the basketball to Rimby. Tries to toss it down, stripped away though by Flint Kirk. GP on the run. They get it up to Rush. Rhodes comes behind. He'll be able to pick the pocket. A steal and trading turnovers both ways. Holmes with it. Grafford, and they're going to say he gets travel as he took one too many steps to try and get behind that key.
9 turnovers, and that's 6 in the quarter on Carrollton. GP needs a bucket here in the last 43 seconds to get this 14-point lead manageable.
Rush will come across the time stripe. Austin comes up to set the pick on the right side. Fensick with Woodward flashing through the paint. Now back on the opposite side is Rush and Woodward. Fensick gets a hole, drives in, gets blocked there by Eli Rhodes. Nice job on the defensive side. Stop and pop for Woodward, in and out of the rim, everywhere but down. And we're going to get a foul. It'll be out of bounds,
Ooh,
I believe.
I thought Rush was shooting the ball, and he's going to the free throw line. They're going to call that on the floor, I think. There's going to go against Holmes, and that'll be his second team foul.
Garrett White asking for the shot as well.
Yeah, it was a shot. Rush rebounded and put it back up. Just got his arm grabbed on that.
16.3 seconds left to go here in the second. Tossing it way back out to Flint Kirk.
Or the third.
Rush with the basketball, drives in. Goes all the way in. He'll get fouled on the floor before we get a shot up, and it'll be GP ball out of bounds with 5.6 to go.
Just the third team foul. Goes against who, John? Let's see.
24.
Rhodes picks up the foul. That'll be his first, team third.
Lister and Brown check back in for Griggsville-Perry with just a few ticks left in the third period here. Woodward will inbound for GP. Into the corner. Ball fake by Rush. They toss it away. Now here comes Carrollton on the run. Grafford with it. Layup at the bucket is good. It'll be a steal in the basket for Carson Grafford. And Carrollton goes into the quarter break up 16. We'll take one last look at the steal and score here for Carson Grafford. on the Northwestern Mutual replays. He strips it away, takes it coast to coast for Carrollton, and goes in. Hawks up by 16. We're right back on Central Illinois Sports.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
6:20, Carrollton after 3. GP just a little over 25%, 10 of 39, 2 of 17 from the arc, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Carrollton 14 of 27, 54%, 3 of 4 from the arc, 75%, and they've made 1 out of 2 free throws, and Carrollton gets the basketball.
With an experienced lineup of brokers, Pike County Real Estate and Auction sells it all, including tillable farmland, hunting and recreational properties, commercial buildings, residential homes, investment properties, and anything in between. See all of their current listings online at pcrerealestate.com. For Pike County Real Estate and Auction, our proud scoreboard sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports. Carrollton up 16 with the basketball as they look to milk a little bit of the clock down here. They've got the ability to do it. Griggsville-Perry, a little bit of a flurry there in the third, but a steal in the score at the end of the quarter puts Carrollton back up by 16. This is Randolph with it, running across the time stripe. Dumps it down in, Rhodes up with it. Tough take for Eli Rhodes on the pass from Randolph. And Carrollton back up by 18, just his first 2 points of the contest. Substitutes on both sides coming in on the next break. Woodward with the basketball. Carrollton still in this zone that has proved rather effective tonight. Stripped away. Carrollton hustling down for it. It'll be Rhodes, and they're going to get a timeout. And it's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take 1-2. Carrollton 38, Griggsville-Perry 20. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Abe. Hey, George. You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar & Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Griggsville-Perry takes the timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout for the fastest internet speeds available, up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer while watching us here on Central Illinois Sports. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more.
Zoom, it's fast.
Zoom, Speedy Gonzalez. Some of you kids don't know who that is. As Grafford gets it on a really tough spin move. Can't finish, though. He'll get his own rebound, and Carrollton gets a second chance opportunity here. Griggsville-Perry down to 2 timeouts now in the contest. Grafford with the basketball near the tornado at midcourt. They'll toss it into Stump on the right elbow. Tries to dump it down and does into Rhodes. He'll lose a handle on it. Stolen away as Woodward will get the credit for the steal.
10th turnover, 7th of the second half.
GP on the move. They've got to move a little bit quickly here as they get it down into the corner. This is Austin's three, the high archer off the back of the rim, and Rhodes will get the rebound for Carrollton. They push on the left side. Stump with it, tries to draw some contact. No call, and we play on. He goes into the lane. Up off the glass, no good. He'll get his own rebound up again, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Will Charlie Stump.
Stump just wouldn't quit. Got another board on the play, a foul on GP. And do you ever have one of those days, boys?
Charlie Stump will head to the free throw line. While he does, we tell you about LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing.
Stump 1 for 3 now after the miss. 38-20, 18-point lead, second biggest lead of the night. Just 6:13 left fourth quarter.
Carrollton continuing to win the rebounding battle here, Jack, especially on the offensive side. A lot of second chance opportunities here for Carrollton.
Stump second wouldn't fall. Booker with the rebound, his third of the night. Now a foul, 75 foot from the basket. Not what Carrollton wants, and that goes against Lucas Howard, his third. First team foul of the fourth quarter. Carrollton just has been so much more physical tonight in everything they've done, and the ball has bounced their way. Tony Rhodes has got to be happy with this performance.
Woodward will cross the time stripe. And on the attack, drives baseline, stops at the short corner, rolls around the rim, nothing there. Booker comes up with the rebound. He'll get it up and fouled, and Quentin Booker will head to the free throw line here for GP.
Nice offensive board for him, 2 on each side. That gives them four. Foul goes on Grafford, and that will be his third, second team foul. Need to make these free throws. Just 2 of 5 on the night is GP. 5:55 left. First one by Booker. Falls through. His first point of the night.
Real Net and Twine is located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete, lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine, a longtime proud sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports.
Second one wouldn't fall for Booker. Rebound comes off the other way to Stump.
That one gets past as Buddy Holmes was just a step too far, and the pass behind, it'll go out of the bounds into the crowd here and back to the Griggsville-Perry.
If I look at Stump on the night, 5 are defensive and 2 offensive rebounds, 7 on the night for him.
Hunter Brown comes back into the contest for Griggsville-Perry. Tornadoes with the ball. They've got to move here down 17. Trying to get it into Flint Kirk. Woodward will fire up a 3 and knocks it down from long range. Flint Kirk knocks it down, and we'll get a 30-second timeout by Griggsville-Perry. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're right back right after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tony Rhodes has called a couple of timeouts to save possessions and another, and GP's called 4, so they're down to 1, I do believe. 5:35 left, 38-24 in favor of Carrollton, who's led from the get-go. They led 12-0 and now up by 14, fourth quarter action.
Hawks will inbound in front of the large signage that screams Griggsville-Perry tornado warning. What an addition that is here to the Nick. It's stolen away, turnover on the Hawks, and here comes Woodward with the basketball. Back up top of the key, Fensick thought about it. Instead, one-handed bounce pass to Rush. He'll drive in, short jumper, no good. Flint Kirk skies for the rebound. He'll get shoved from behind and will be out of bounds. Tornadoes.
Carrollton with another foul on the play. Stump's going to pick it up. It'll be his second, team foul number 3. And they have committed 12 turnovers and 9 in the second half.
Woodward will inbound. Box formation here as Flint Kirk flashes out and receives the inbound pass. It'll be a pick as they look for Woodward. Instead, it's Flint Kirk flashing in. Nice dump down into Booker. Goes up, and it'll be a travel. The inbound play worked to perfection until it didn't, as the freshman gets called for the travel, and it'll be a turnover against GP.
I was fooled. 9th turnover, 5 in the second half. Looked like a good play, but I wasn't looking down like the referee was.
Buddy Holmes checks back in. Eli Rhodes heads back to the bench after a nice effort for Carrollton. Full court pressure now from Griggsville-Perry. Underhand pass into the hands of Stump. Carrollton has numbers. Driving in as Stump goes up, gets double teamed and fouled, and Charlie Stump will head back to the free throw line for the Hawks.
Kirk will pick up the foul to be his second team foul of the fourth quarter. You got to get to 5 to put him to the free throw line. Called that on Fensick. I'll be darned. Well, I'm not going to argue with him. His third, Kirk's just got 1, but they need to get some more fouls, put him to the free throw line. 5:03 left.
Hawks trying to get it inbound, and they do in the corner to Grafford. Worked on now by Flint Kirk. Baseline drive. Goes up against Fensick. High at the glass. Doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Hawks as Grafford able to put it back in for 2. And it's 40-24.
12 for him, 3 offensive boards.
The Hawks bench is screaming D up. Fensick drives in. Goes up high. Gets partially blocked. Buddy Holmes will grab the rebound. One-handed bounce pass all the way down into the corner to Lucas Howard. Hawks content to burn a little bit of time here, up 16. Stump with the basketball. And now there's going to be a foul in the backcourt as Woodward just kind of bumps into him.
His second, team third, ball out of bounds. Carrollton helping the man up. Good sportsmanship there. Lucas Howard will be the inbound man. Been a lot of Howards from Carrollton over the years. Been some from North Green that were pretty darn good too. Back in.
Cajun Austin checks back in here for Flint Kirk. Howard will inbound. And it's a nice toss down into Grafford. Goes up off the glass and good. Carson Grafford with 2 more on the assist from Howard. 42-24.
14. Score turned around on the scoreboard. Fensick tries the 3. It won't fall. Rebound comes off the other way to Randolph.
And we're going to get a timeout on the opposite side as Tony Rhodes takes the Adams Fiber timeout, and we will take it to Carrollton 42, Griggsville-Perry 24. 4 minutes left to go in this one. We're right back your way here in just a minute.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39.8. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28.5, and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess. Serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
42-24, Carrollton with the lead. They have the basketball. And you know what I've noticed this year? You're never too old to be a cheerleader. In the stands, I've seen ladies up to 95 following the cheers and knowing all the cheers. I'm impressed. Saw it at Minden the other night with some ladies that were a little older than me, and that's pretty old.
Now, don't say things about my wife like that. She doesn't appreciate that, Jack.
She's a cutie.
She's all right in my book.
Must be far-sighted is all I can say.
That's got to be the case. Out of my league. Turnover here on the Hawks now as Booker comes up with it. GP on the run. Rush spins around in the lane, goes up, and he'll get fouled on the tough take for Brody Rush.
Will they?
It might be on the floor.
They're going to stay on the floor again. The guy just doesn't like shooting fouls. He's like calling timeout in a football game. He just doesn't like it.
He wants to get back for the second half.
Foul is against Howard.
Wants to get back for the second half of that Lions Packers game.
How many fouls you got on Howard on the board, guys? That's what I thought. 14 foul.
They try and toss it in. Hunter Brown able to secure it for GP. Booker in the post as Woodward with it. He'll flash up high elbow, drives in, gets through double coverage, and we're going to get a travel. Another turnover here against the Tornadoes with 3:42 left to go.
Booker and that referee just haven't been on the same page tonight, but he's called travel on him a lot of times, and GP tries a couple substitutions.
Kirk and Austin will check back in for Griggsville-Perry as Hunter Brown makes his way to the bench along with Booker.
Big story tonight's Carrollton's defense. They've really done a nice job.
Defense and rebounding have paved the way here tonight for the Hawks, especially on the offensive side. Stump with the basketball. Works it back out to Grafford. Carrollton very, very content to just let this one milk away as Rush will get the whistle at midcourt.
His first foul, 14 foul, would be Carrollton basketball.
Remind you about our good friend Tim Waters with Waters Concrete. Quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Tim Waters at Waters Concrete. Well, setting it in stone is Charlie Stump as he gets the inbound bucket on a nice reverse layup. It's 44-24. Carrollton back up by 20.
Third man in double figures.
Woodward shot in and out. Kirk with the rebound. Woodward drives in, big contact, and it's going to be an offensive foul. A Stump on the floor, and Woodward with the foul for GP.
Player-controlled foul, 15 foul. Woodward's third at 3:04 left, 44-24. And This will be that teaching opportunity for practice for tomorrow, or does GP have a game? I don't know that one. I know Carrollton does.
Griggsville-Perry turns around on the road, I believe, tomorrow night to Barry to take on the Western Wildcats.
They'll need to be prepared.
Some great basketball across the area tomorrow night as Brown County Hornets and West Central Cougars will have a rematch of that Beardstown Tournament Championship. Stump with the offensive rebound to the missed layup. He'll get fouled, and Carrollton once again at the free throw line thanks to offensive rebounding.
Kirk's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his third. 15 foul, 2 free throws for Carrollton for Charlie Stump, who has 11 points on the night. First one is up and no good.
Bowlers Universe on the west end of Pittsfield. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays, 11 a.m. to midnight. And Saturdays, 4 to midnight. Burgers, great drafts, fun, food, friends, you name it, they've got it at Bowlers Universe.
It's a blast. Second one up. Oh, it's good by Stump. He's got 13 now. I'll call it 12, my mistake.
Free throws all the way now after fouls in this one. And they get Fensick flying in. A big block from Stump. Kirk sprawls out on the floor for it. Another block now for the Hawks. Carrollton defense is menacing here tonight. Three-pointer by Fensick, no good. Rhodes will get the rebound. Carrollton on the run with a load of confidence. Stripped away now, here comes Rush on the run. Rush goes through 2 defenders, up with the layup and good. Brody Rush with the scoop and score.
4 for him on the evening.
45-26 now as we approach 2 minutes and change left in this one. Stump with the basketball guarded out now by Woodward, and we'll get a timeout. An Adams Fiber timeout from Carrollton. We'll take it 2. Carrollton up by 19. 2 minutes left to go in this one. We'll be right back after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com. Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
45-26, Carrollton with the lead, 2:05 left. They came in 1-1, GP 2-0, and they're both going to leave tonight with the same records.
On the south end of the Griggsville-Perry Gymnasium, which has been here for long since I have been part of this school district, which was 40-some-odd years ago, is a chin-up bar. And we got to see some of the Hawks cheerleaders flexing their muscle on it here during the timeout break, as we're going to get a jump ball as Flint Kirk on the floor along with Carter Randolph. I don't know how many they got pulled up there. One girl got at least 2 or 3, I think.
More than me.
More
15
than I would get at this
turnovers, 12 in the second half on Carrollton. They're still up by 19.
Rush with the basketball, guarded out by Rhodes. This is Fensick, dumps it down into Kirk. Right back out to Fensick, top of the 3. From the key is good for Logan Fensick. And Garrett White will call the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take one more with you. 1:46 left to go in this one. We're right back here in just a moment.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
Gobble, gobble. I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
I want to tell you, Pittsfield's girls beat West Central 47-20, and we'll start this possession with a foul on GP. That'll go on Finsick, and I think that's going to be his fourth. 2 shots to be given to Carrollton. You're down 45-29. And who's at the free throw line? Can't see the number. Thank you. That would be Randolph. 2 points for him on night. First time to charity stripe. First one is up and no good.
Remind you about our good friend Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404. Don't call him right now, though. Call him during work.
I say call him now.
Hey, if he wants the business bad enough, as the second one is up and good for Carter Randolph.
Yep, and he's your good friend. He's my best friend.
He's a good buddy. He's a good old boy, I tell you what. And we're going to get an offensive foul heading the other way there on the turnover, as it looks like it's going to be Kirk on the call.
Kirk will pick up his third foul. Player controlled, no free throws. 1:42 left, 46-29 Carrollton. And they continue to foul, and it's going to go against Woodward. I'm just afraid it's too little too late. His fourth, 2 free throws for Carrollton. We're just looking for what the final score will be tonight. I am surprised in this contest, but you watch these two teams. They'll be battling it out all through the season. We'll see them both at the Winchester tournament. It's the 101st annual. 46-29, 141 left.
It's a lot of tournaments.
Who's got 12, now misses the first.
This is the first one. Carrollton will turn around tomorrow night. They will travel to Gillespie. Griggsville-Perry on the road as they'll travel to Barry to take on the Western Wildcats. The Homeboys will have tomorrow night Pittsfield against Southeastern as the Suns come to town to Voschel Gymnasium as the second one in and out of the rim, and Booker will grab the rebound. Minute and a half left to go here as Rush tries to drive in, and Rhodes will get called for the foul. That should put us to free throws for Griggsville-Perry as Rhodes gets the whistle.
Yep, 15 foul, and that's going to put Brody Rush, the sophomore, to the free throw line, has 4 points in the night. 46-29, 135 left. It's not impossible, but darn near it. First one up is good.
First one is up and good. While we do that, we tell you about our good friends at Logan Agri-Service, locations in Griggsville, Winchester, in Illinois, and across the river in Rock City, Paris, Monticello, and Wayland, Missouri. Give Ed and his experienced team a call, 217-833-2375 for Logan Agri-Service.
Brody Rush, the lefty. Second one also good. Give him 6.
Griggsville-Perry will see how much they can whittle this down here with 95 seconds left to go. Stump with it behind the back dribble, works it down into the corner to Howard. Griggsville-Perry did a lot of things right in a triple overtime win against Brown County. The basket has had a tight lid tonight for the Tornadoes, and the rebounding battle has not gone their way. And Carrollton has just been uber pesky on the defensive side as we'll get a foul in the backcourt against GP and Woodward.
Woodward will pick up the foul, and I do believe that'll be his 5th and disqualify him for the rest of the game.
Line change here for the Tornadoes. It'll be Hunter Brown, Cajun Austin, along with Mario Rogers, also checking in for the first time tonight. Number 30 is Aaron Kerfman, the 5'8 sophomore. And also getting into the action here, Kason Brown, the 5'8 freshman, wears number 24. Kason Brown has hit a big shot or two in his junior high days as we get some subs here for Carrollton as well.
He took us to overtime and then won a game in a third-place game that we broadcast a few years ago from over by Peoria, East Peoria, I believe.
Wyatt Ross into the contest, 6'2 sophomore, number 2 for Carrollton, along with Landon Grafford, the 5'10 sophomore. He wears number 3. Eli Rhodes back out into the contest as well, along with Carter Rimby, as Randolph at the free throw line for the second one.
Just 3 of 11 for Carrollton, now 4 of 12.
Now getting into the ball game for the Hawks is Andrew Price, 6'6" freshman, number 22. He is a tall, lanky young man. Brown with the basketballs. We've got a minute to go here from the Nick. We will wrap things up with the Logan Agri-Service postgame show when this one's done. Kason Brown in the corner looking for Aaron Kerfman. He's guarded instead by Rimby. For Griggsville-Perry, they'll fall to 1-1 here in the Western Illinois Valley Conference play after picking up that big triple OT win against Brown County. A lot of teams with a lot of new faces, a lot of young players getting acclimated to varsity basketball. You're going to have ups and downs like the Tornadoes have had there this week. They'll look to finish out the week on a high note against the Wildcats tomorrow night.
Carrollton just wanting to play a little catch and run the clock out for the last 20 seconds.
It's been all Carrollton here tonight. Defense and rebounding have paved the way for this one as the Hawks will improve to 2-1. The final score in this one will be 47-31 as we'll make our way to the Logan Agri-Service postgame show. The Hawks a winner. We'll wrap up this one for you with final stats and analysis coming your way in just a few minutes here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Believe it or not, we're now less than 3 weeks away from Christmas Day. But if you still got gifts to buy from somebody, your local Farm Home Supply can help. Even though I talk fast in these commercials, even I can't cover all the deals that are in here. So if you look on the right side of your screen, some of the best deals are scrolling on. But you can always check them out at farmhomesupply.com. Hey, and get you in the holiday mood, here's some holiday music.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
No ties, no lead changes in the ball game. Carrollton led from the get-go. They led 12-0, 12-4 after one quarter, 25-10 at half, 36-20. Fourth quarter was an 11-11 contest, and then we end up 47-31. GP turns the ball over 11 times. Carrollton 15 on the night, 12 of those in the second half. Griggsville-Perry 13 of 52, 25%, 4 of 24 from three, 17%, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. 8 points from Garrett Woodward on the night, 8 for Flint Kirk. Also Brody Resch added 6, 5 for Logan Finsick, 3 from Brady Lister on one behind the arc. A single point from Quentin Booker on the evening for the GP squad. Carrollton 18 of 36, 50%, 3 of 4 from the arc, 75%, 4 of 12 from the free throw line, 33%. Their coach will want improvement on that. three guys in double figures, 14 for Carson Grafford on the night. Also had 6 boards. Charlie Stump with 12 points and 7 boards on the night. Buddy Holmes had 11 points on the evening, and GP unofficially had a 28-12 rebounding advantage in this one. They led from start to finish, and they win it 47-31. We'll let Mr. Shoemaker name our player of the game.
Well, we'll tell you about that player of the game after we come right back after one great spot here on the Logan Agri-Service postgame show with locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Knox City, Paris, Monticello, and Wayland in Missouri. Don't go anywhere. We're right back here in 30 seconds.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
I'm on 2. There we go. Hey, we are working through the kinks tonight, folks. On the Logan Agri-Service postgame show, time to name you our player of the game. Brought to you by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is proudly sponsoring the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, Jack, a couple of the guys on the defensive side, and especially on the rebounding side, that really seem to make a difference tonight. Carson Grafford and Charlie Stump really able to grab a lot of offensive boards, get themselves to the free throw line on some fouls, and really start to extend this lead. Those are my guys for the player of the game tonight, unless you've got somebody different.
Not do that, but a team defensive effort by Carrollton, and I'd say all the guys with the accolades of that. Coach Rhodes got to be happy. Neither team has time to go to the practice floor. They got to get ready for tomorrow night again.
Both teams on the road. We remind you, tomorrow night we'll have action from Voschel Gymnasium as Brandon Gooding and the Southeastern Suns pay a trip down to Pittsfield. Jack, John, Charlie will have the call for you coming up tomorrow night from Voschel. We thank you for watching our broadcast here with us tonight. For John Hall, always diligently running our camera, best cameraman in the Midwest, we say. For the newly minted IBCA Hall of Famer, Jack Hall, I'm Brian Shoemaker. We are so very happy and humbled that you chose to spend your hard-earned time with us tonight on a chilly Thursday watching high school hoops. We'll see you next time as Carrollton gets the win, 47-31. This has been a Central Illinois Sports production.